Houston, we have go for main engine start. Begin final countdown. Roger that. Beginning countdown. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And liftoff.
Ditching Suburbia is on a mission to help families leave traditional suburban lives in search of simpler living, closer family, richer education, and uncommon adventures. Find us on the web at ditchingsuburbia.com.
Hey folks, it's Michael Boink from Ditching Suburbia. On this episode of the Ditching Suburbia podcast, I'll be reading an essay entitled, Our Faith Journey, The Backstory. What do you do for church on the road? Yes, the question I've been sort of avoiding here on the blog. We are Christ followers, but we haven't talked much about that. And that's not out of shame, rather because we were feeling confused, uncertain, unclear, like we hadn't figured things out enough to write anything with authority. And we still often feel that way. But we realized we don't need to speak with authority, just honesty. So I'm going to write a small series of posts taking you through how ditching the suburbs has impacted our church life and faith life. This post will give you our backstory, and then we'll discuss our road church experience and talk about how those experiences shaped where we're at now. West Michigan. We are from West Michigan, which is a church-centric culture. It was settled by Dutch immigrants looking for religious freedom. When you meet someone new, where do you go to church is often the second question they ask after, where do you work? Growing up, Ms. Boink and I both grew up in the Reformed Church. I made profession of faith at age 9 and Ms. Boink at around age 16. Youth groups, catechism, potlucks, church campouts, retreats, and special services were all part of our childhoods. Single life. We met in a church-sponsored group, which Ms. Boink was in while attending a denominationally affiliated college in my hometown. We dated for 4 years, and I'd often follow Ms. Boink back home an hour away and attend her home church on the weekend. Church wedding. We were married in Ms. Boink's church, and then we kept going back as a newly married couple. We were part of a small group with others at the same stage of life. Young parents. We moved back to my hometown and found a new church home in a large, seeker-friendly church. Our kids were born and baptized there. We had our papers transferred there. I was active on the sound crew, putting in 7 to 8 hours a day, a few times a month, and Ms. Boink was involved in the kids' ministries. Smaller church. After 8 or 9 years at the big church, we felt called away, and yes, those words mask a long and painful story. We found a smaller church home. I did the church website and still fiddled with the soundboard at times, and our kids became a tween and teen at this church. All to say, I give you these details to help you understand Ms. Boink and I were steeped in church culture from the time we appeared on this earth until the week we drove off in the RV. We thought a lot and talked a lot about church and what aspects of church life we should take part in as a family. Church helped define who we were and how we thought of ourselves. And then everything changed. Our home church prayed over us. We hugged. We said tearful goodbyes. We got in the RV to travel the U.S. for a year. And our plan was to keep going to church, just finding local ones to visit each time Sunday rolled around. How did that work out? Listen to our Faith Journey 2, Church Sampling and Disillusionment for the answer.
You've been listening to the Ditching Suburbia podcast. Ditching Suburbia helps common families create uncommon lives. Learn more at ditchingsuburbia.com.